Hey, it's AJ Zulu here, and I will talk about Evelynn BloodMoon skin and different practical ways that they could possibly solve and make this skin a little bit more interesting. First off, I would like to talk about her back animation actually, for it just feels a little bit boring. Like, why is this just a circle? But let's just go a little bit more into it as she sits down and kisses out. Could this heart, instead of a heart, be the Blood Moon logo, possibly? Below and the circle around her back animation, could that also be the Blood Moon logo? Or in other ideas that I kind of want the Blood Moon logo to extrude out or go into the orb just to show like this orb is like the Blood Moon and the Blood Moon has the symbol, and I think this back animation would improve immensely with that addition. I would like to, of course, everybody is talking about this concept artist by Violett, and that she does a excellent job of producing the concept for Evelynn, both in her invis form and non-invis form. I'm sure everybody has seen the Twitter announcement that they couldn't really do the cloth here because it would take too much, which is quite understandable. So let's see what they could do. First off, I do believe one thing that people look at Evelynn is her tail. Her tail is quite a signature symbol. Here, as an example, this is some more gameplay footage. Where you can see her silhouette. Her tail is showing quite clearly, and it has a very nice silhouette of her running. This is the Tango skin. Yes, Tango skin. And this has a very nice red flow to it. If we were to compare the current Evelynn skin here, in her invis form, there's not much difference between her regular like revealed form and her invis form. These blades could be much glowier, while her body itself a little bit darker reds. And I would like to also talk about her mask. Why is her mask in the center here not white compared to her original form where the mask is white, as we can see? It could be a better dynamic of having a white pale skin while the rest of the body is all dark and red, and also the weapons being brightly lit as well, similar to the Tango skin, as we can see here. On the other hand, this is her regular form that we can see is all bright red. I do have to give some credit to the team where they changed her hair to be more wild and demonish like, while her base model, revealed model, is neatly tucked in. The horns are quite okay, but as we can see, it grows a little bit more. Not sure if they want to increase the dynamics in the color there to have more difference between her revealed form and her demon shade form. As for the weapon itself, again, it's great job by the artist to make this kind of weapon. And as TB Skyen says, the details are lost. And I didn't talk about much of her kimono. I said, would you really be able to see the kimono here or in this? Her tail is her signature form, and that's the main point I would like to give, that if Riot fixes her tail and the weapon in her tail, it would boost the look of the skin overall to maybe people would start liking it much more instead of trying to fix the dress instead, or fix the whole thing and reworking the whole thing. Now, as for the weapon here, people were talking about the E animation where it looks unnatural, and I totally agree. And I wonder if they could just add another scythe-like blade over to this side and having a point spear right through here, like this more Chinese weaponry, where there's two blades coming out and then a spear right in the middle. But of course, in Evelynn's standpoint, the blades will be coming out on the sides. This could give a more dynamic feeling and more badass feeling in the weapon and her tail itself, instead of this really boring scythe looking weapon that Akali might be holding. A few other things that Bride could do for her is how she turns into her demon shade form. Right now it's kind of the usual, just turning black or turning dark red. But I wonder if they could do more here, such as to add some kind of, again, BloodMoon logo under her feet, like it's a transformation or a summoning spell. They did say that they are adding sound effects for when she turns. As for her run animation, since this is a BloodMoon skin and all of the characters who owns a BloodMoon skin, it's in theme of things that are bloody per se. Her run animation could add some flares where her footsteps be shown in blood, possibly, just to give that extra flair. They don't need to remodel her at all, it's just an addition of special effects. Her W does look rather neat, but it looks a little bit too romantic, maybe. And still having the heart shape. It is a heart, but I wonder if they could have a logo that fits with the Blood Moon much more. Or maybe the Blood Moon logo is in the middle of the overarching heart. Lastly, her ultimate seems a little bit lackluster without any kind of texture to it. Now just slowing it down frame by frame, we can see she does her wide arc and it's just a large red splash. It could just be the same as any other skin. Could this have the BloodMoon logo to it? Maybe it just stays just slightly a little bit longer, since this is a fast animation nonetheless, so it is difficult to show. And I'm just starting to see this thing for the first time. I'm not sure if this is the BloodMoon logo or not. But it's something to consider, actually. I don't think the skin is terrible by no means, and that small tweaks like improving her tail most of all, and increasing the dynamic of the weapon of having a larger blade going on the other side and then a spear in the middle, similar to the concept of Violett here, as we can see, to be a big improvement. No need to worry about her dress, because during the game you wouldn't really see the details all that much. Even the tail ribbons over here could be added nonetheless. On the other hand, the white mask, I don't know why she doesn't have the white mask when she turns into her demon shade form, like we can see over here, and allowing her blades to glow much more, along with the possible white mask that she'll be wearing, could bring more dynamic to her overall silhouette. Increasing the back animation as well is a possible improvement overall, to do without changing much of the model itself. Adding the BloodMoon logo to give it more of an official look, changing this heart to be the BloodMoon logo as again, because it's no longer about love, but it's just about the BloodMoon and all of its demonic sacrifices. And Evelynn is a demon after all, and I will link down below of someone who made a gameplay video of the BloodMoon Evelynn in the PBE for you guys to see, and how it actually looks in real time, just a little bit, and all the other relevant links. And I hope you guys comment below on whether or not having like her tail weapons improve or the back animation improve will make this, your opinions on the skin overall, more positive. And I hope to see you all next time. See ya.